Good morning from the Oklahoman's video studio. I'm Dave Morris. Happy to be joined by these ladies, these talented ladies. The Miss Rodeo Oklahoma pageant is underway at various locations around Oklahoma City and the metro today, Wednesday through Saturday. First of all, congratulations on your titles.
Thank you.
Thank you again for being here this morning. And let's introduce you guys. Lauren Heaton, Miss Rodeo America 2015.
Yes, sir.
And Sierra Pageant, the reigning Miss Rodeo Oklahoma.
Yes.
Again, congratulations on everything. Thanks for stopping in.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Sierra, I'll start with you. Give us the overview of Miss Rodeo Oklahoma.
Well, you know, as Miss Rodeo Oklahoma, I really take on a really strong PR position for the state of Oklahoma in this sport of rodeo. I've traveled, you know, all over the United States, everywhere from Florida twice, Utah. I just got back from Cheyenne, Wyoming with Lauren. I've been everywhere, not to mention numerous cities in the state of Oklahoma. And as Miss Rodeo Oklahoma, I get to visit schools, children's hospitals, you know, do lots of PR things. I've done commercials, I've done everything. You know, as a rodeo queen, we really get asked to do a wide variety of things, and I think we do a pretty good job of delivering on that usually. So it's a very broad job.
You were her predecessor, I think is the word, 2014 Miss Rodeo Oklahoma, correct?
I was, yes sir. We were back here in Oklahoma City last year, and I crowned her at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. And I went on to compete for Miss Rodeo America, and then she took over this January.
And you were the first lady from Oklahoma to win
I was.
Miss Rodeo America, correct?
Yes sir. It's been really exciting. I've had a lot of Oklahoma pride coming back. I've been invited back for several of the events here in Oklahoma, and it's been a lot of fun traveling around and telling everyone about Oklahoma.
You mentioned that you guys just came from Cheyenne, Wyoming. I travel a lot, love to travel. Tell me about Cheyenne. That's got to be a cowboy town, right?
Oh, absolutely. You know, it is really an incredible rodeo, and it definitely is an incredible first rodeo. There's so many people who come through Cheyenne that, you know, they've heard about it for years, and that is their first rodeo. And, you know, the Cheyenne Frontier Days does an incredible job of accommodating that. You know, before every event, they really explain it. You know, they talk it out to people so people understand kind of what's going on. I absolutely think that is the most family-friendly rodeo, especially for first-time rodeo goers. So.
All right, let's back up to education-wise. You both went to Oklahoma State, or both go to Oklahoma State. Lauren?
I graduated 2 years ago, yeah, and Sierra is still about to complete her degree.
Yep.
You're a junior, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what did you study?
I studied strategic communication, so it was a dual degree in PR and advertising, and then I got my minors in marketing and business.
Sierra?
And mine's multimedia journalism. It's a lot of broadcasting. That's really the path I want to go down. It's a broadcasting journalism kind of duo degree.
So you want to be behind this desk?
Yes, I do.
Or
yes,
a desk
sir.
somewhere.
That's exactly right.
Great experience.
Yes.
Well, Sierra, walk us through what is happening today and tomorrow in the Miss Rodeo Oklahoma pageant.
Well, starting today at about noon-ish, we will have orientation, which is just for everybody to kind of get to know each other, you know, kind of get things going. And then this evening at the Lazy E Arena, we will be having the horsemanship portion, which in comparison with like, you know, normal, like regular pageants, it is kind of like the talent portion, you know, so instead of having talent, we have horsemanship. So we will be having that at 5 o'clock at the Lazy Arena. That will be today.
Tell me about the horsemanship. Is this riding, making sure your horse is well trained? I'm speaking of complete ignorance here.
Well, the horsemanship at Miss Rodeo Oklahoma, we try to model it after the Miss Rodeo America pageant. And what we do is we use what we call draw horses. And they are horses that the girls have never seen, never ridden. And they are given a specific pattern, and they are expected to go out and ask and get this horse to comply with them and do the pattern on a horse that they've never been on. So, you know, it is kind of a challenge, but it really, you know, makes you have to be an incredible horsewoman, because you have to know horse, you know, just basics. So that's how we do our horsemanship.
Ladies, there's no chance I could pull out. First of all, I'm not sure I could get on the horse.
I'll tell you what, you came out to the Lazy today at 5 o'clock. We'll get you on
We'll
the horse.
get you on one. Yep.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
Great, I'll be that guy.
Oh, I would never let you embarrass yourself.
Never.
We'll train you up.
Lauren, after tonight's events, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, what can we expect?
You know, the big events we're really pushing this week are the events that are open to the public. So Friday night, we have the fashion show up there at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. It's a great event, a lot of entertainment, a lot of excitement. Girls will be modeling a lot of different outfits. It's really something for the public of Oklahoma City to come watch. It'll be Friday evening. It's a ticketed event, and then Saturday morning is our crowning. We like to compare it and put it together with the National Day of the American Cowboy at the museum. So it's a really exciting day. They can come out Saturday morning at 10:15 and hear all the contestants be introduced before the crowning. So, and really all of our information for the pageant is on the website at the Miss Rodeo Oklahoma website, so they can find prices for tickets, where to get tickets, and times for all the events this week.
What's the calendar here for Miss Rodeo Oklahoma? When the crowning happens, what happens there?
Well, we do what is called a lady-in-waiting period. So we technically crown here on Saturday, and then I will continue my reign until December, where I will go to Las Vegas and run for the title of Miss Rodeo America. And then after that, in January, the newly crowned will take over. We are Miss Rodeo Oklahoma for a full calendar year. So.
Got you, January through December.
Yes.
So you crown someone and then say, hey, give me that crown right
Yeah,
now.
that's exactly it.
And that's pretty much what you told her, right?
Absolutely.
Yep.
I let her have her a little bit longer than most, but I still was like, okay, got to go do my job.
Yeah.
Take a few selfies, post a few
Yeah.
pictures, and then
Yes, and then give back.
you can go ahead and give that back right about now.
Oh my goodness, yes.
As you guys went through this the past couple years, what's your favorite part of it? Is it the horsemanship? Is it the pageantry? Or maybe it's just going out and meeting people?
You know, it really is. I actually just coincidentally, there are so many things that have that I've just kind of stumbled into because I was Miss Rodeo Oklahoma that I never ever would have gotten the chance to do. I actually have gotten to co-host the Good Morning Enid show out of Enid, Oklahoma.
Nice.
Twice now, and you know, with this being what I want to do, that has been the opportunity of a lifetime. And you know, funny enough, just the other day I was at a luncheon in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and I met a lady who is one of the big people at Fox and Fox News in New York City, and that has been my dream my entire life. And so, you know, I talked to her and she was like, come on up, we'll get you a tour, you can meet, you know, all those people that I've been watching my entire life, and just things like that that never ever in any other way would I have gotten to, you know, be in on stuff like that. So it really has been the opportunity of a lifetime.
Sure. Lauren, your favorite part of it?
You know, as beneficial as it's been to be Miss Rodeo America, traveling to all the different states, I've been to 18 now, it's really getting to see all the different cultures and the different types of people and how they do rodeo and how much passion and love they have for what they're doing and for what I'm representing. And then, of course, to tell them about Oklahoma. I would have never had this opportunity had I not been Miss Rodeo Oklahoma. And that's really what this pageant about is this week, is giving these girls the opportunity to go and do something bigger than themselves and really give back to the sport that they've grown up around loving. So I've had wonderful opportunities, and none of it would have been possible had it not been for the Miss Rodeo Oklahoma pageant.
How often do you get to say, hey, I just had lunch at a diner in Cheyenne, Wyoming? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
But that really is what this is about, is, you know, furthering yourself, opening doors, and exploring the world, which is really cool.
It really is. You know, we're all about educating younger women from the Western lifestyle. And, you know, it's all about teaching, you know, good characteristics, good morals, you know, respect for animals, respect for, you know, your elders, things that I really think more of our younger generation should really be catching back onto. So that's something I really like to push as I travel, is all the benefits that can come from being part of the Western lifestyle. And being a rodeo queen, you know, it opens so many opportunities for you, and it really helps strengthen those personable public skills that I think that any young woman could really benefit from.
One last topic for you guys. How did you guys get into the pageant world?
Well, you know, Lauren and I actually, it's so funny, we got into it very different but also very similar ways. I grew up in a very strong rodeo family. My mom has been rodeoing professionally since I was very, very little, and so I just kind of grew up around rodeo. And then you know, I loved people, and I loved this lifestyle. And you know, I had someone say to me one day, you know, you should run for Miss Rodeo Oklahoma. And I said, what? Like, I've never even thought about that. And then, you know,
That's a thing, I could do that?
Exactly, yeah. And I didn't have, you know, when I got into it, I had absolutely no idea all the doors and all, you know, that it would open and all the things that I would get to experience. And, you know, that to me was just the biggest part about it, that I was like, wow, this, you know, this is not what I started in, but I'm going to be able to promote this for the rest of my life, because it truly is incredible.
It is amazing. On the surface, you hear of something, you're like, yeah, I could do that, I could look into it. And as you get immersed, you're like, wow, this really is a great networking opportunity, where I get exposed to various people that perhaps never would have had that chance. Lauren, how'd you get involved in?
You know, I started at a young age. I started around age 9. We were rodeoing every weekend anyways, and Mom found out that there was a princess pageant at the rodeo we were going to. So being the little outgoing cowgirl that I was, she thought that was a natural place for me to be. But that's really something I love about what rodeo queening does for young women, is there's something beneficial for them at every age. This week we have 4 categories at the pageant. We have a sweetheart division, a princess, a teen, and then the miss. And what I love about that is it really helps benefit those girls at every age. Actually today my 4-year-old niece will be competing in the sweetheart division, and just seeing her prepare for this pageant and how much she's gotten out of her box, and she's talking to adults, and she's really having to, you know, hold herself to a higher accountability. And for being 4 years old, you know, that's amazing. So that's something I really am appreciative of, is as I grew up being a rodeo queen through the different ages, is it was beneficial to me in a lot of different areas of my life throughout growing up.
Very cool, very cool. Well, we appreciate you guys stopping by this morning. What's going on with Blake and Miranda? Do you guys know?
We were so upset about this. Like, we were in Cheyenne, Wyoming. They both were on concerts back to back together.
There.
And we did not believe it. We saw it that morning. We're like, absolutely not. This is our Oklahoma sweethearts. And then by that night, we saw it on every news station, and we were just upset. But you know, the entertainment industry and how they both blossomed, it's just, it happens, but we're just so upset.
Heavy sigh.
It is, you know, it's just a little Oklahoma heartbreak right there, but you know, we move on and we'll fall in love with the next Oklahoma heartbreak.
Sarah Pecha, Lauren Heaton. Ladies, thanks again so much. Congratulations for your current titles.
Thank you.
The Miss Rodeo Oklahoma pageant, as I mentioned, Wednesday through Saturday, various locations, and the big finale this weekend at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.